Good evening, everyone. Today, I, Muskan, stand in front of you all to talk about an issue of paramount importance, that is our education system. Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate all of us for living in a country where cigarette, which can kill us, is sold openly in the society, but a girl has to buy sanitary pads in black polythenes. Congratulations everyone for living in a country where children are fighting in the name of religion. Congratulations everybody for living in a country where rapists are moving freely in the society and victims are committing suicide. Congratulations. Well, here I would like to ask one question from all of you. That after listening all the qualities of your beloved nation, don't you think this is the best part of our education system? Well, everybody sitting right here believe that this is not. We all agree to this point that this is not the best part of our education system. But still we are following it. Why we are following it? It is completely unacceptable that why we are following that education system which was settled by the Britishers in 78 years ago. We have to understand the fact that our world is changing. Our world is fastly moving towards technological world. Humans are evolving, human minds are evolving, human evolutions are evolving, human innovations are evolving, and still we are following that education system which was settled 150 years ago. Why so? We have to understand the fact that the definition of education and educated person which was there earlier is not same now. We believe that India is providing education to millions of students and providing a lot of facilities, implementing Right to Education Act in 2009 and doing a lot of stuff, and we are believing that India is providing effective education. This is not. We are still seeing a lot of disparities in our country. Difference between rural and urban education, inadequate infrastructure, shortage of teachers, and a lot of stuff. We believe this education system is the best one. We have to understand the fact that we don't need to bring changes in laws and policies. We don't have to teach our girls that how to move in the society. We have to change the mind, and that can only be changed through education system. Based on creativity, based on critical thinking, student-centered, and as well as practically applicable. We don't have to focus that how to move in the society, how to do these kinds of stuff. We don't have to focus in these kinds of things. We have to focus that how teachers can shape young minds so that they can contribute to our nation from transforming to developing country to a developed one. Here, in my concluding words, I would like to remind you all the very wise words of Albert Einstein that education is not learning of facts. Education is training of mind to think. Thank you so much.
Children are not something to be molded. They are the people to be unfolded. Well, imagine yourself running by stabbing someone, your clothes are drenched of blood, and now you are begging to the authorities for a better future. Well, today we are going to discuss the major issue that is giving in the society that is known as juvenile delinquency. That is the outcome of the rapid urbanization and even the industrialization. The children who have migrated to the cities for a better life from rural areas, and they are living in the slums of cities but still not getting any facilities. That is resulting in a juvenile delinquency. Basically, juvenile delinquency is an act of performing the heinous crimes such as raping, such as sexual assault, assaulting someone, murdering, or even thefting or even stealing something. And juvenile delinquents are the offenders who are under age of 18 only. Now you can just look forward to the data that even if you talk about Delhi, then in Delhi 2018, most of the crimes were committed by the minors only. If you talk about the 2022 data, then in Delhi, if you talk about rape, then 98 rapes were committed. Murders, 126 murders were committed. Theft, 866. And if you talk about robbery, then the numbers are in even hundreds, that 266 robberies were there. And if you talk about the assaults, that was just mind-blowing, that was 866 assaults were there, committed by minors only in the data of Delhi in 2022. But for sure, if there is a problem, there there should be a solution for something as well. So we can talk about the solution and the remedies that can cure this particular problem known as juvenile delinquency. First, social problems. That as we know that the cause of this particular thing is social issue, as whenever we are talking about poverty, like lackness of education, scarcity of the food and better facilities for our children, that results in the mental deficiency, and then it results in the juvenile delinquency because they want a better life and they can go in any aspect, they can go in any path to achieve that particular thing. If you talk about the personality disorder, then it can also done by the mental deficiency and the mental instability of a particular children, because even we can say that in poor families, the parents are not even forcing their children to do something better. They are forcing them to beg. They are forcing them to do something that's not considerable for their future. And that's why we can consider that this is all resulting in juvenile delinquency. Now, if we talk about remedies, then we can surely cure this particular thing by providing some better facilities to those children, by acknowledging those particular children into some better trainings, by training their families to giving full attention to their child. And even we can consider, I would like to end my statement over here, that child are not something to be molded, they are people to be unfolded. And if we talk about, then if a mind is old enough to commit such heinous crimes, they should be old enough to get punished by the government. Thank you so much.